And there we go, guys. A first round of 8. It will be FoCuS against Hawk, and it will be the yellow orc player once again going up against the light blue human player on the other side. But speaking of sides, on the left side we're gonna have the orc player opening up with a slightly different base layout that he used against the Knight of Player Passion, but he was taking that game super convincingly in the end. Even though he lost the Shadowhunter twice, he was able to kill everything with the Blade Master alone, so no chance for Passion, struggling to find that win, even though that his game was really good to some degree, and then struggling to nail that one and take the win to like go into the deeper stages of the tournament. On the other side, the light blue spawning human player, as we said, is the Russian powerhouse. It's the human player that is standing out the most in the European scene. It's still Hawk. He's so damn good, and we will probably prove that in this game as well. So we're gonna have that militia call to just send them over a little bit faster, construct a second farm here, opening up with the barracks and the altar of kings, of course. We have another round of workers being constructed in the town hall. And the first hero choice is, of course, the Archmage coming out here and into play for the human. On the other side, I would be surprised to see a Farseer, but you rarely see that one. So we're gonna have that Blade Master. And by the way, who's this guy holding the chains? Is there like any special character? Does he have a name? And there's this beautiful orc symbol here that also looks like somewhat from an alien race. Do you see that? It's lovely. The lovely orc burrow with these bones. By the way, what kind of animal do you have to kill to get these bone structures from and use them as houses? And you have this tiny little window on top of here with all the small little stones. That's so beautiful. That's just a beautiful... And you have multiple entrances. I never realized that. You have like one door here, you have one door here. On the other side you have a door as well. A lot of stones and stuff, so... There's not a lot to talk about in the early game, so I rather check out the bases and see what's going on. Can you see that you can actually see through the burrow? You can see some greenish stuff here going on, so this is also beautiful. What else do we have? This kind of pirate thing here over the barracks with these beautiful little shields and the axes at the door. I like that as well. But as everything goes on here, and as I describe all the beautiful buildings in Warcraft, we have a Blade Master picking up the first circlet and now healing himself with 6 healing salves equipped. Now it's only 5 that remain. So this Town Hall, as I mentioned it, goes to buy a second circlet to the Blade Master, while Hawk goes for some more creeping with the militias that he used for this camp. He got the Claws of Attack +6, which is a nice item, adds 6 more damage to the Archmage, and he is about to get level 2 from this creep spot, denies the Water Elemental, really well done there, so that the Blade Master cannot pick up on that. We have the Slippers of Agility, so a little bit more armor as well for the Archmage. Blade Master in the meantime grabbed the High Priest, now with the Wand of Illusion can keep tabs of everything, just send like one illusion at the human player and see whatever he does. Speaking of that, the Blade Master is just chasing the Archmage or try to get close to him to do some damage. Tier 2 tech, of course, is started for the human player. He gets the Lumber Mill into his play. We also have 2 burrows in the really good positions, I have to say. This one is covering all this area. The other one is covering the burrow. That is also important. If this burrow gets attacked, you cover it with your own burrow. Plus, it covers the other side as well. So, nice base layout so far. I like it. I don't see any holes in that one. Blade Master trying to go for the Archmage. Can the Archmage do something about that? We're gonna see that he is there. Oh, he's not there in time. But the Blade Master struggling to escape. But there's a big mana potion that just, a heal potion that just dropped. The Greater Healing that can restore 500 HP and basically get the Blade Master up to full HP once again. No Boots of Speed yet on the Archmage, and this is a lot of trouble usually. If the Blade Master finds you with the boots equipped and you don't have them, you can see that he is just chewing through that Archmage and his lovely pony. He's just slicing and dicing him and killing him with one crit after another. It goes down to 50%. Now he's even surrounded, gets a lot of damage, almost loses his first hero here. Has to pull the town portal. If he's not inside his main base, he's in so much trouble. This is actually open, so the Blade Master can just run in whenever he feels like it. Spotting the open spot, now running in. Archmage in the far, far back of the main base, and now you have to say goodbye to the pony, and woo, there you go. Does he get out? Yes, there is no farm constructed to keep the Blade Master inside that main base. And this is a lot of trouble. TT. Seems like Hawk didn't realize that his base was open up by killing that tree here. Usually he has a tree that closes in your main base and grants you a full wall off. We have the Beastmaster coming out and he tries to be aggressive with that one. Tier 2 not finished yet for the Orc player, but about to be done. The Footman that was microed back is now killed as well. So Blademaster 2.6 already, Archmage in the making. He will kill that shop and construct a Sanctum here. So the shop is definitely going down. Can the Beastmaster do something there? We're gonna have a Wormel as well here. So yeah, FoCuS already sniffing out the desperation move that will come out of the human player, because if you are in such a bad spot, losing your Archmage so early in the game, you will definitely go for some desperation move. We don't have any tier 2 buildings coming out of that Orc player yet. We see that the Beastmaster needs to get out of that main base. We have 2 Quilbies that try to do something, but so far he cannot accomplish anything, not killing any burrows. We have a Spirit Lodge going up now. The 2 Quilbies try to kill that one and will probably succeed in doing so. Yes, he will cancel that one. Spirit Lodge is cancelled again. We have a Bestiary now constructed. Blademaster finds the army of the human player, goes at it, will try to kill one or two of these footmen. Archmage is now out on the field. First Sanctum is done, second Sanctum still in the making. Shop died, as well as the footman and 2 workers, as it seems. We still need another farm here as well. We get the improved lumber harvesting upgrade, so that the peons can carry a little bit more of this lumber. And now we have the Blademaster killing that footman, almost closing in on the level 3 there. Is he going inside that main base? I would be really surprised. Without any escaping mechanisms, that is not going to work. Quilbies now finally cleaned in that main base. We have the Bestiary and the Spirit Lodge coming up. 4 grunts for the Shadowhunter that he can easily creep with. That Blademaster tried to go to places where he doesn't belong, takes a lot of damage from the creeps. Speaking of creeps, human player tries to creep some more for himself, gather some more experience points. First Sorceress comes to the party here, and Blademaster is about to step by and say hello to that spot. But this spot is not really valuable, because the big one is already gone. The Sorceress is now ensnared and finished off by the Blademaster. There's no real threat to punish that Blademaster. He can easily walk away, even if you surround him. He's still got 168 mana. Of course, he's still slowed, but at this point, he just walks away, uses the healing salve again, heals up. He still got the big potion that he can use whenever he feels like it. Shadowhunter in the meantime is creeping, hacking that Ogre Magi, and will be 2.3 after this camp. So yeah, looks pretty good for the Orc player. FoCuS doing a great job here. He could have stolen that one to go up to level 3 with the blade, but as it seems, he will try to go and kill the second Sorceress. Solo kill here, uses another Windwalk. No more Windwalks remain, and he's slowed, but he gets the level up, and with that a little bit of extra mana, and walks away. Militias are coming, the desperation move out of Hawk. He knows he has to make something happen. Shadowhunter and his army looks still pretty crisp. Everything green HP heals up. The Shadowhunter should heal up this grunt here as well. But it seems that Hawk is not going for the overcommitment, not going for the tower rush. Just wants to secure himself that Goblin Merchant in the middle or towards the Orc player and get a beautiful item from that one as well. What item will that be? Will it be a greater healing potion for him as well? No, it's the Scroll of the Beast. Definitely not the best item for him. And we see that the Orc forces are coming. Level 2 for the Beastmaster, but level 3 for the Archmage as well. He will lose another footman. And FoCuS gets the Tomb of Experience for his Shadowhunter. This is perfect. Picture perfect for the Orc player. Almost double level 3 there, and level 3 Shadowhunter, you all know it. It's so important to have that level 2 heal wave available to keep all your units alive if you are an Orc player. Finally, your shop is there in play for Hawk again. He will try to get the Beastmaster up to level 3. Does he have the Invis upgrade? No, Invis upgrade is not researched. 1 Priest, 4th Sorceress. He got the Hawk as a second skill on that Beastmaster level 2. But yeah, he's really struggling to make something happen in this game, as it seems. And I don't really see how he comes back from that, because the Tomb of Experience and all the space that he created for his army to get the Shadowhunter up to level 3 is paying off, I guess. It's just paying off. Blademaster struggling to find more mana. 60 mana only, so if he gets surrounded or anything crazy happens, that can be a huge blow. And speaking of huge blows, he gets Creepjack just in front of his main base, but as it seems unprepared to deal with that one. Priests are coming to the party. Book of the Dead for the Beastmaster, as well as the Beast Scroll, but with plenty of Dispel on these Spirit Walkers. And yeah, plenty is maybe a big lie, because it's only 2 Dispels, and if he overspends them now, he is just waiting for it. I think he's checking. He even tries to kill one of these guys. There's still one Dispel that remains on one of the walkers, and I think he also should have checked the Beastmaster for the inventory. He knows that he has to keep one Dispel alive to deal with that Book of the Dead. The militia count is not that high. Sorcerers with that Beast Scroll try to kill the grunts, but as it seems not succeeding in doing so, he really needs to kill that walker. Then he can pop the Book of the Dead, but also FoCuS knows that if this walker dies, it will be crucial. The sorcerers are now the targets, militias are all gone, heal scroll is used. Can he kill the walker? Yes, no, there's no more mana, but GG coming out of Hawk. He knows that this game is not his anymore, and a 1-0 lead for FoCuS it will be.